go. Let's move on to Chicago, Jason. We've got an interesting crew here in Chicago. As I mentioned before, we've got several unrestricted free agents in Chicago. We've got Courtney Vandersloot, Allie Quigley, Stu Dor, I suck at saying that name, Stu Du, and Steph Dolson. It's actually Du Fall now, isn't it? Right? Married Taco Fall. Steph Dolson, Kalia Copper, and Maria Condi. So Copper just was cored, which means that she will be back with Chicago. Chicago has exclusive negotiating rights with Copper. I would not be surprised to see her getting close to max, if not full supermax contract. I think your finals MVP and potentially a league MVP at some point. You got to throw your money there. But the rest of this crew, there's a lot of variety that could be said. Steph Dolson, I think, is a really interesting name. But then Vandersloot and Quigley obviously would probably prefer to stay together, and I think that they are likely to somehow find a way to stay in Chicago. But who knows? Who knows what they're thinking right now? Maybe they go and explore their, kick the tires in LA or Atlanta or something like that. And I would say I feel like 85% sure that Vandersloot and Quigley are staying in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Steph Dolson, I think, could go and get more money somewhere else. I would consider Steph Dolson probably out the door if I'm a Chicago fan. What are your viewpoints on this, Jason?
I'm probably even a little bit more bullish on Quig and Sloot staying. I think that where they're at, the fact that they get to play together obviously is probably big for them, I would assume. And for me, I agree. I think Dolson's out the door. I think DeShields is possibly out the door. Because what you've got to do is you've got to reset up. So if I'm Chicago's management, what I'm doing is I'm going to go to Quig and Sloot and say, hey, can we maybe give you a slight pay cut? Let's free up some cap space. And here's what I'm going for. I happen to be privileged enough to have a conversation with a WNBA player a couple years ago who told me that it was her dream to win a championship with Candace Parker. Go for Liz Cambage. There's a new coach in Vegas. Liz Cambage is kind of temperamental with that stuff as it is. I make the offer. I try to bring Liz Cambage to Chicago. You drop Steph Dolson, drop DeShields. That frees up your cap space enough that you can make that offer. And I'd offer Liz Cambage a max and get Cambage and Parker in there playing underneath the rim. You've got Quigley, Sloot, Copper out making shots. That's a team that can run it back. If I'm Chicago, that's my game plan right now.
If you can make that work, that could be a very, very interesting team. If you get Dolson and DeShields moving on to another team, obviously you're keeping Copper, and you're likely going to see Vandersloot and Quigley, and you might even be able to get a deal on Vandersloot and Quigley just by sheer fact of, hey, do you want to stay together? Do you want to stay living here?
Do you want a chance at
do you want a chance to run it back? Like that could, that's interesting. Now, and especially that, they did win a title, and they probably don't have a ton more years left in the league. I think Candace Parker's like 35, 36, and is Quigley the same age? She's either like 1 year ahead or behind Parker. I think she might be 1 year younger. And Vandersloot's, I think Vandersloot's right around my age. I think she's like 32, 33 as well. So, I mean, they're all, who knows? Who knows what they end up. Maybe Vandersloot and Quigley say, hey, let's go have an adventure somewhere else. But I like that idea of going after somebody, a big name like a Liz Cambage. I think Liz Cambage is not super likely to stay in Las Vegas. I don't know why, but I
Yeah.
think that there's a good chance that she and Las Vegas kind of just looking to be like, you know what, like, no offense, we're
Yeah.
okay, like we're good,
I mean,
but
I don't.
maybe we just move on, you know?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think it goes both ways because you've got Becky Hammon coming into the organization, and I can see her saying like, "Hey, like this isn't our future. If you want to go make your money somewhere else, like, no hard feelings. Like, let's do what's best for everyone." I could very much see that situation.
Do you think Liz would be interested in Atlanta?
No, no, I
Okay.
don't think
You think she's
so.
gonna? She thinks she's because if you came to her and said, "Listen, you're the face of Atlanta basketball," you don't think that'd be enough, or do you think she's wanting the title more than
Uh,
that?
so so Atlanta people, please don't unsubscribe. I'm going to have many pro Atlanta takes in the future, but Liz Cambage has made it very clear that she likes big cities. She likes fashion. She likes the glitz and the glamour. And I mean, I know Atlanta has a really big hip hop scene, which she is a DJ, and she would probably enjoy some of
Could do
that. But
really well.
I I just don't know that Atlanta suits her. I don't know that they're in the habit of making stars the way that she wants to be made a star. I don't see it, and I don't see it being good for the Atlanta organization either. I don't think that she's not reliable enough to build a team around, and I don't mean in terms of her basketball prowess, but in terms of her commitment. She's shown that if she's not happy, she just won't show up, and you can't have that from somebody you're trying to build an organization around.
Okay. All right. Hot takes coming in.